Hello everybody, my name is Curtis Spivey, and I am bringing Sarkhan's Unsealing to GPLA, a spicy brew that I have made for myself because I like big creatures and doing dumb things. So let's go ahead and go over what the creatures are that I'm going to have in this deck. First one to go ahead and start off for the defense we had add in was some Thorn Lieutenants. Added them in because we just need a 2/3 for that mono red. If they actually target it, it gives you another 1/1. It can be pumped in later game with extra mana. From there, any green deck that's trying to ramp has 4 Llanowar Elves. That's what I have in here. Along with the other amount of ramp for creatures is our Servant of the Conduits. Only 3 of them because they do take turn 2 and they require energy, but you do need your red. The next creature kind of going up this list for the spiciness is if you're playing Llanowar Elves, you're also probably playing Steel Leaf Champion. 5/4, can't be blocked by creatures, power 2 or less, super important. From there is where we start to get kind of spicy on that one. We have got kind of like another green mono stompy list as the Rhonas. We are now running 3 of them in here, along with the kind of spice of the deck, and we've cut it down to, we have 2 Traxos. Traxos is 7/7 that cannot be untapped unless you play a historic spell, and most of this deck is historic, so... As far as the other kind of spicy stompy numbers, we've got the Verdurous Gearhulk, 4/4, that can put the counters on another creature. Really good for untapping Traxos, along with the Ghalta, who is also a 3 of. 12/12, seems really hard to kill, really good at just punching through. From there, the other creatures we have, the only other ones in the main deck, are the Thrashing Brontodons, and I'm running 2 of that, and that's just good for all-around catch those blue-white decks for the enchantments. And then last but not least, 1 Vine Mare main, do run 2 more on the sideboard, so I got a total of 3. If you go against blue-black, just really hard for them to remove. From there, we only have 1 instant in the deck, and that would be 1 Blossoming Defense. That's such an important part to keep the creatures alive. Usually you have so many out there, it's hard for them to keep up. We do have 1 enchantment in kind of the name of the deck, the Sarkhan's Unsealing. Done tons of testing with this. This card is just broken if you can start getting those bigger power 4, 5, or 6. And when you cast that 7, really wrathing your opponent's board and killing planeswalkers is so important. As for the lands, nothing crazy special on there other than we have got some Hashep Oasis. We've got 2 of that. And then the things that are going to give us our red-green is 4 Rootbound Crag, 4 Sheltered Thicket for those amounts, and the cycling for red-green. From there, we've got 12 forests, pretty basic, and 2 Aether Hub. The only thing left on there is the other artifacts we did skip over on that part would be the 3 Heart of Kiran, just so good with everything else that's being at least crewed. It's really good to get across the board. Now for our sideboard, this is where we've got the 2 Vine Mare, 1 more Thrashing Brontodon, extra removal. That red matchup is still rough, so 2 Aethersphere Harvesters. Get that extra energy from the actual servants, and the Aether Hubs are good too. 2 Carnage Tyrants, really hard for blue-white and blue-black. The Mirror, believe it or not, with playing mono green is really good for the Life Crafters. Get to draw that card Scry, just put you up on the board. One that's been some really good tech lately on there is the Nature's Way. You pretty much kill anything with Ghalta because it does the damage, or pretty much Death Touch with your lovely Rhonas. That's why we added the 3rd Rhonas lately, is just because it kills the board and it gets, just once again, that Vigilance is huge and the Trample. From there, we've got the new spice in here that's pretty common, been a lot of testing. So we've got the Insult and to Injury. Great thing about this is with Sarkhan's Unsealing, a lot of people weren't playing with this, you get double the damage. So you get that 8 damage off this if you cast anything with 4, 5, or 6. And if you do cast a Traxos or Ghalta or Carnage Tyrant, that's going to be double the damage for it, so they're going to take a lot. If you have more than 1 out, this card is just insane, and you can just win the game off that alone, never needing to attack. The last, which is now just an industry sideboard tech, is just the Vivian Reeds. You need to kill the flyers. You need to make sure you can kill all the random enchantments and artifacts as well. She's been killing it with this. Card's been going up. Really good if you haven't picked hers up. Go ahead and do that now. So that's the deck for it. I'm taking a spicy brew on that one, and we'll see how we do. So it's our deck tech.